Welcome to 10 Hours in Terraria, the game about being spawned into a random world with the goal of defeating devilish monsters, all while being 12 pixels tall. There's not much else to say about this game, but it is really confusing, so I'll try my best to explain on the way. This is my first time playing solo, so don't be too harsh. If you end up liking the video, it'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribed or liked.
Thank you.
Alright, so I make my character and spawn into my world, and I get right to work. Mining trees, just like Minecraft, right? Making a crafting bench and a house for the guy to live in. In this game, there's a bunch of random NPCs that if you build a house for, they'll come live with you. So anyways, for this playthrough, since I have played this game before, I'm gonna put it on hardcore mode. I think I can take the challenge. Yeah, so 6 minutes in, I've already died and lost a world, so I'm going to stick with the mode called Medium Core. In Medium Core, you don't lose a world or your character. When you die, you just lose all your items. New world, new me. That old world sucked anyway. This world actually has some chests that I can loot for some items. Yeah, I get some pretty basic shit here. A spear, a blowpipe, pause, and a cloud in a bottle. The cloud in the bottle is basically just double jump in this game. I mine up some platinum ore and then make my way through the cave some more, and then I already died again. 43 minutes in, not too bad. I'll make my way back to my items and we seem to be all good. I do end up actually saving all my stuff and then return to the overworld to build some houses for some NPCs to live in. The main ones we're trying to get here are the Demolitionist and the Arms Dealer, because the Demolitionist sells you explosives and the Arms Dealer sells you guns. First of all, these NPCs do have some requirements for their living conditions. They want a well-lit house with walls and a table and a chair. That's easy enough. It's already the end of hour 1 and the only thing I have achieved is building 3 homes. Okay, on to hour 2. Okay, hour 2 is like when the doctor comes in and asks you, do you want to hear the bad news or the good news first? Well, the bad news was I fucking died a bunch of times, but the good news was I got some cool stuff. All right, so I got comboed by this boulder. Okay, slow this down. Does that make any sense? I was having a bad day. The game was out to get me. I died. I go back and try to get my stuff, and I die. On my way there. Eventually, I do get back and get all my items, and I return home, and with the platinum that I got from mining, I make a platinum broadsword, a platinum pickaxe, and a platinum bow. Oh, and a silver helmet and an iron chestplate. At this point, I felt pretty badass, so I started building this thing called an arena. The arena is used for boss fights, and I knew I had to fight the Eye of Cthulhu soon, so it's the first boss of the game. Some people might think it's a king slime, but if you do, you can suck a dick, because no, it's not. Hour 3 starts, and I get pretty unlucky. In this game, there's certain events that can just randomly happen, such as the blood moon, goblin army spawning, or even a random boss like the Eye of Cthulhu spawning without your consent. So this night, the blood moon started, and the blood moon spawns these ugly ass dudes with 2 long arms, so basically monkey zombies, and they can open doors and terrorize your NPCs. It was just a long night. I decided to explore the right side of the map because I was actually looking for these specific trees because they have some chests that is great for starting. But what's this? King Slime must have heard me last night because he spawned in the middle of a forest. It doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I'm on that fake shit, so I just recalled home using a recall potion to save myself. Back at home, I had these potions called gravitational potions, and they allow you to go upside down and fly all around the map. And in Terraria, there's these floating islands in the sky which can hold something called a Star Fury, which is a great weapon. Basically, wherever you click, it spawns a star that does a bunch of damage. So I was pretty hyped about that. I actually found 2. Back at home, I started more renovations for the house because I wanted some more homies to live with. In about 5 minutes, I created this masterpiece of a mansion and started getting some new NPCs. After such a great day of building and finding loot, I was feeling very confident to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. With 10 lenses, I made the spawner. Wait, that's actually a lie. I was ready to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. He must have been able to read my mind. I didn't even build the spawner and he just spawned in the middle of the night. Dude was hella easy though. I mean, look how fast I chopped his ass up. He was actually so easy, in fact, that I spawned another one for fun because I was honestly just so bored from the first one. I killed him pretty easily, and he dropped something called demonite ore, and you can make bars, and there's really not much I can make out of that. I can get a little bit of a better bow, but the axe was actually pretty useful. To end off hour 3, I started some deforestation and exploring the ice caves. Hour 4 starts, and I'm trying to make it all the way to the left side of the map. I visit the old man, and he tells me something about a curse. Wink, wink. And then there's usually chests at the bottom of these oceans, but apparently not this one. It was now time for my elevator construction. one, a elevator is just a really long hole. You just keep digging straight down until you get to hell. Like literally hell is in this game. You'll see. I also get distracted and find some life crystals while I'm doing it. You just find these things randomly in caves, and if you use them, they increase your max health. I actually found a few and decided I was ready for the next boss fight, so I started to make preparations. This boss fight will take place in the Corruption, I think is what it's called. To activate this boss fight, what you need to do is destroy these little balls underground. You have to destroy 3 total, and then a giant worm shows up. Once again, this guy was getting melted pretty fast. This Star Fury was absolutely carrying me. I would make some sort of epic montage to this, but this was honestly a super easy fight. The loot you get from this boss fight is actually pretty substantial. From destroying the balls, you can get a musket, which I got 2, and from killing the Eater of Worlds, you get shadow skills, which you can now make armor with the materials, I think. After making the armor, I felt fully prepared for anything to take me on, and I remember an old man telling me about a curse. So I went over there during the nighttime, made a platform, and challenged the old geezer to a battle. Now this is actually the first challenging fight of the game, in my opinion, but I just got a musket, and I mean, I was on some shit. I was all warmed up from the Eater of Worlds. I was jumping over every attack he had. I mean, I don't even think I got hit once. The only reason I have low health is because I got hit with the fall damage. Okay, come on now. But anyway, I assumed if you just shot him in the head, then his arms would die too, and I was correct. Once again, another first try boss. I immediately felt like bragging to my friends that I already beat the Skeletron, you know, to fluff up my ego just a bit more. After beating that boss, you now have access to the dungeon, which you didn't before, because if you try to enter, something like this would happen. I don't really know much about the dungeon. It's honestly pretty difficult to get through because there's a lot of booby traps, but there's one main thing you're kind of looking for, and it's the water bolt. I don't know if it's still relevant. I'm not a mana user. I already felt pretty OP, so nothing in that dungeon really interested me. And then the Goblin Gang decided to show up and try to terrorize my little town I had going on here. So I had to defend my cat girl. Hey girl, I see you. I realized that I probably put the timer in the worst spot possible because all the events are announced in the bottom left hand corner, but I didn't know that. But anyway, a meteor had landed. I think the meteor lands after you kill Eater of Worlds, and you can mine the stuff for meteorite ore, and it gives you meteorite armor and some cool weapons. It was time to replace the Star Fury. It was a good run, but did you really think it was going to be the purple lightsaber? You know who wielded that thing? Jamie Foxx, I think. I was already getting tired of all the girls I had in my village, so I decided to build some more homes. I'm gonna be honest, Hour 6 is a really boring one. I have not much to show you. The arms dealer moved in, so I was able to buy musket balls, and I bought a few stacks, and then I went back down to hell and started looting all of these little buildings. Yup, that's it for the entire hour. Hour 7 just started and another goddamn goblin army invaded my world again. It was getting to the point where I wanted another big boss fight. And the next boss fight I had available was the second biggest boss fight you can get in this game. Kind of. If you beat the next boss that I'm about to fight, you get entered into this thing called hard mode. And it is exactly what it sounds like. Just a normal game, but you're getting shit on 3 times as hard now. For this boss fight, I'm gonna need a platform that is very long, because in hell, the lava kinda hurts and you don't want to fall into it. Also, I'm gonna be doing a lot of running. As you can tell, these preparations took quite a while, so it's actually already the end of the hour. Sorry. But I'm ready. Hour 7, and it's time to fight the wall of flesh. Oh, yeah, got all my items, we're good. Just by the way, if I died there, I absolutely would not have finished this video. I would have killed myself. Not a chance. I would have lost every single item. Well, after a failed boss attempt, I had the duty of rebuilding the arena. This time I'm going to do it with purely actual blocks, because when you use the platforms, you can't throw dynamite on them. They just go through them, which is why I lost the fight in the first place. I also felt like doing something for the common good, so I made a few more houses for anyone who wanted to live with me. But my ADHD ass couldn't stand still for a minute, so I went and tried to fight the wall of flesh again, and cue the epic music! No shot, dude! Yet another failed attempt, and he was 1 HP. I don't even know how he wasn't dying. Must have been a glitch or something. Thankfully, my stuff didn't fall in the lava, so I was able to just go back and get it. Here we are at hour 9, and this is the hour that I will beat the wall of flesh. I throw the voodoo doll in once again and begin the battle. I also had some Dark Souls 3 boss music playing in the background, so I'll just leave the audio in for this one. Bitch. So as you can see, it was actually a really easy fight. I don't know why I struggled for the first few times. There's quite a few drops you can get from this boss fight, and I happened to get the fucking worst one. The mythic laser rifle. I don't want that shit. I'm not a mana player. But you also get the pwn hammer, which you need to break the altars, and I'll show you that in 1 second. So I've now entered hard mode, and with hard mode, there are new ores, new enemies, new bosses, tons of new content. Is it fun? No, absolutely fucking not. As you can see here, I'm struggling to even get the new ores. I'm about to die just to these wraiths alone. Like, it's hella annoying. I'm super underpowered already. But anyway, when you break these altars, you get blessed with different ores. So I broke as many as I could and then teleported home. Well, now that I'm in hard mode, there's a few more biomes that I unlocked. This one's the femboy biome. There's even an LGBT slime. Shout out to all my LGBT. I explored the dungeon a little bit because I didn't get the chance when I defeat Skeletron, but all the items in there were pretty useless since I was already in hard mode. Then I was kind of lost and decided, hey, there's one boss I kind of forgot. It's the bee lady. I don't remember her name. We're gonna continue to call her bee lady. As I was mining into her hive, I accidentally broke her spawner and spawned her without any preparation, but thankfully she was really fucking easy. I thought, man, that was so easy. I might as well explore the rest of the jungle. Bad choice, Jack. Bad choice. Oh, but you know, I was prepared for something like this. I kept an extra armor set just in case. Then enters derplings. What the fuck? 6? I've never seen this enemy before. And 6 gang rape me. Run over. I don't have an extra set. I don't have anything to get back. How the hell am I supposed to get through 6 derplings with a sword that does 20 damage? Medium core sucks dick. I suck dick. It's my fault. 1 death. I had a good run. I mean, look at what I got. I got a house, I got a family. I made it to hard mode. I beat like 5 bosses. 1 per every 2 hours about, you know. This next segment is called Crybaby Fit of Rage.
Stop shining like I'm Mega Man. I smoke Mega Man. Don't come at the send you back to where you came from. Niggas with the chain, y'all so Bruce Wayne.